I am reading through my entire physical TBR, and I have a few books that I've read recently that I want to talk about. First is Mask of the Deer Woman. It is a debut and it is first in a series. Star is a detective. She has left Chicago after the death of her daughter, and she's moved back to the reservation where her father grew up, and she did not. The book kind of hops around from different perspectives, and it kind of threw me off a little bit. The main perspective is Star, the detective who is looking for a missing woman. And while I wouldn't say this is the best thriller I have read recently, I do see a lot of potential for this series, and I definitely will be reading more. Vivian is for all of the unhinged art history girlies out there, specifically anybody who is really into surrealists. This book you think is going crazy, and then it takes like a nosedive right at the end into like the most insanity. I did find it a little jarring, and I do think that it's odd sometimes to use like real artists in the storyline of like fake artists. But that's a personal preference. So listen, Vivian is crazy. Blood of the Old Kings is a Korean translation fantasy, and this book did it for me. I was not prepared for how much I would be like in this book. Like I truly read it in 2 sittings. And I am so excited for the second. I think the world building is really unique and fun, and I loved every single character. I did an entire YouTube video on this, but I think that the courting of Bristol Keats could truly be like her villain origin story, and I would go, yeah, that's correct. And I just really felt for Bristol the entire time. Like she was really being played. And I just think personally, if I were her, I would be making different decisions. Alice Feeney is an auto-buy author for me. I really love her work. And while this wasn't my favorite of hers, I still absolutely adored it. I almost found it kind of like comical, just like the mania that this guy was going to and how I didn't trust him for a second. Listen, when you have a thriller book that also has a map, that's God tier for me. So these are 5 books I've read recently off my TBR that I would recommend for sure. I cannot even begin to stress the amount of books that I still need to talk about that I have read on my TBR. I feel like I still have like 50 books left. That's not true. I haven't even read 50 books off my TBR. Anyway, I do want to talk about all of them, so I will be back soon. But in the meantime, happy reading.